Archangel Michael says, the silence that haunted your path wasn't emptiness, it was betrayal disguised in shadows. Someone you trusted made a deal behind your back, trading pieces of your future for temporary gain. But what they didn't know is that heaven watches everything in silence, and today, heaven is no longer silent. Your name was placed on documents you've never seen. Your energy was exchanged without your permission. A stranger you've never met was handed the authority to block doors meant only for you. There was a contract made in a realm between flesh and shadow, where your worth was debated like a secret currency. You were the price, and someone dared to sell your destiny to a spirit they thought could contain your light. But now, the storm is turning in your favor. This isn't just about loss, this is about recovery. The chains placed upon your name are snapping. The one who smiled in your face and whispered your secrets into the wrong ears is about to see your name rise again. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Archangel Michael says, I am already at the gate that was locked in your life. I have broken the seal that was placed over your timeline. A divine reversal is happening even as these words are being read. There was a stranger who carried a briefcase full of lies, and they traveled far to ensure your future never bloomed. They were promised your joy, your marriage, your money, your fame. But they failed to understand. No mortal or spirit can truly own what heaven has assigned. In the invisible realm, your story was paused by a wicked hand. They tried to silence your name in rooms where power sits. But heaven has picked up your case. A divine courtroom has gathered, your ancestors have stood to testify. Your tears have been collected as evidence. The betrayal was real, but so is your restoration. Type Amen to get blessing 888. Heaven whispered your name today. It vibrated through the stars and bounced back to the gates of your true path. A new document has just been released with your destiny sealed by angelic ink. The person who thought they had you locked in spiritual delay is now being spiritually summoned. They will not walk away from this untouched. What they took, they must return. God has assigned watchers around your sleep. That's why you felt the weight in your dreams. That pressure was not confusion, it was the battle for your future happening in silence. The selling of your path was done with confidence, but the retrieval is coming with thunder. Your name has been marked in fire by the divine. No stranger can hold what is rightfully yours anymore. Type Amen to get blessing 144. A sacred scroll containing your true purpose was hidden away for years. Not because you were unworthy, but because someone intentionally buried it under spiritual dirt. They paid a price to delay you. They visited temples, made calls, and even placed items in places you've never stepped foot in. And all of it was designed to redirect your blessings into someone else's lap. But the shift has begun. Angels have been ordered to travel into the darkest halls of injustice and take back your inheritance. The one who benefited from what belonged to you will feel the emptiness now. You are no longer silent property. Your voice has weight. Your time has returned. This isn't just recovery, it's elevation. Type Amen to get blessing 555. Your name was whispered into the ears of strangers who didn't know you. They were convinced you would never find out. They thought the divine system was flawed. But now the wind is telling the truth. The locks are coming undone. You will feel a change starting tonight. Doors that refuse to open will begin to swing without resistance. Faces that once turned from you will look with awe. And the people who thought you were too broken to rise will be forced to watch you reclaim your crown. This is divine vengeance, not from hatred, but from balance. What was stolen must return multiplied. What was blocked must now overflow. Type Amen to get blessing 222. Archangel Michael says, do not let your emotions deceive you now. You may feel strange as this spiritual exchange unfolds. The dizziness, the heart flutters, the feeling of unseen eyes, it is all a part of the retrieval. In the past week, your body reacted to forces attempting to reinforce the blockade. But now, the light is tearing through. Even your bloodline will feel the effect. Your family's name was entangled in agreements they didn't understand. Some of your ancestors were tricked. But you, the chosen one, have broken the chain by simply waking up. They thought you wouldn't know. But you do. And now your destiny is screaming louder than the lies. Type Amen to get blessing 999. There are voices being silenced for the first time in years. Spirits that were called to watch you suffer are now being removed from their posts. They've lost access to your aura. You're walking through a divine firewall. Nothing impure can attach itself to your future anymore. The light around your timeline has been reset to full purity. Archangel Michael has delivered scrolls containing your revised future to every gatekeeper of heaven. Even the days you thought were wasted have been rewritten in your favor. Your lost years are returning with interest. Your name is being upgraded in realms that your feet haven't touched yet. You are about to be addressed differently. Something sacred is coming with your name carved in glory. Type Amen to get blessing 777. They tried to use your pain to profit. They wore your story like a disguise. But heaven is stripping them of the false image they built on your suffering. They copied your light, mocked your path, and still dared to walk like they belonged in your promise. But you will soon see them fade. Their version of your life is collapsing. Reversal is a violent thing in the spirit world. That's why you may lose people without warning. That's why some calls have stopped and some rooms feel cold. Don't chase the connections that God is dismantling. They were part of the system that tried to auction your tomorrow. You are walking away from spiritual slavery. Type Amen to get blessing 111. Your footsteps will start to feel lighter. Because spiritual bags placed on your back by someone else's greed have been lifted. You'll notice strange yawns, sudden tiredness, or even bursts of laughter. These are signs of freedom returning. You're entering a moment where your spiritual signature is changing. No one will be able to impersonate your energy again. Heaven has placed a new seal over you. They may try to come back and re-enter your space. Don't open that door. It's not just a person, it's a channel for the same old trap. Protect your peace like a holy temple. There's wealth returning to your path, and with it comes attention. Some good, some poisoned. But now, you're being trained for higher-level discernment. Type Amen to get blessing 666. Someone paid for your silence spiritually, but now your voice is going global. They laughed at your slow rise. They don't know heaven delays on purpose only to deliver with thunder. They whispered, they'll never know. But you did. And now everything is echoing with your truth. You are no longer operating on the ground floor of life. Your timeline is being pushed to a dimension they cannot reach. You will glow without trying. There are secret records of your prayers being shown to those in authority in the spiritual realm. You are being presented as one who endured fire and didn't burn. That alone makes you a ruler in the new timeline. Type Amen to get blessing 1010. The deal they made behind your back has failed. The contract has been torn in two. The spirit they assigned to your path has been chained. Now, your hands will hold what they thought you'd never see. Now, your days will bloom in ways they swore you couldn't survive to witness. Now, your enemies are without excuse. This isn't about revenge, it's about divine truth. The lies couldn't live forever. They crumbled the moment you decided to rise. This entire shift is proof of who you truly are. The chosen, the marked, the preserved. No one can steal what has been written in fire. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. Keep walking. Your future is no longer behind closed doors. Your blessings have been reprogrammed to find you wherever you stand. Strangers will bless you. Courts will favor you. And the people who tried to erase you will look for your approval. That's divine restoration. That's what happens when heaven takes back what was stolen. That's what was promised for a soul like yours. Archangel Michael says, I am standing at the four corners of your life. I am striking down every unseen barrier. I am your sword in silence. The betrayal may have happened in secret. But your reward will be public. Your name is on the tongue of divine favor. Type Amen to get blessing 444. Your dreams will begin showing you doors. Write them down. Some of them are not dreams, they are previews. The fire you feel now is not anger, it's alignment. Your body is syncing with divine timing. The next 48 hours will reveal a change. This is your recovery season. This is when lost things come running home. This is when the liar loses grip and the chosen one rises. And it has already started. Look closely. The shift is louder than the silence. Type Amen to get blessing 303. Your future was sold, yes, but heaven just bought it back with a price they could never match. And the one who tried to cash in on your pain is now bankrupt in spirit. Watch how they fall without your light. You are heaven's investment. You are no longer for sale. The seal on your life cannot be broken again. You made it through spiritual trafficking. You made it through destiny manipulation. And now, you're about to live freely and fully. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Archangel Michael says, even the earth beneath your feet has begun to feel your shift. Trees will seem greener. Winds will feel like whispers of confirmation. Because the world around you is responding to the divine verdict spoken over your future. You are no longer a victim of secret exchanges. Your name has been called back into authority. No spirit, no contract, no ritual can block what has now been reopened. You may feel chills, goosebumps, and sudden heaviness in your sleep, it is not fear. It's the cleansing. It's the removal of all ties made on your behalf without consent. You have officially broken the binding. You have escaped spiritual detention. You are now moving in territory where blessings rush to serve you. Type Amen to get blessing 717. There is a man who thought he bought your silence. He believed his influence would silence your growth. But now he is being spiritually fined for overstepping divine law. Your light is not theirs to sell. Your future is not a product. Your soul cannot be listed in any invisible ledger. They paid for a delay, but they will never receive the end. Because God just stepped into the middle of your story. And heaven doesn't negotiate with darkness. This shift will feel like rapid change. People may exit without warning. Jobs, habits, old cycles will collapse quickly. Type Amen to get blessing 818. You are not going crazy. You are going free. Freedom sometimes feels like chaos when you've lived long in a cage. Those who watched your suffering and said nothing were part of the theft. But they too will see how heaven rewards faithfulness over popularity. This is not just a season, it's your spiritual recovery. You're not being blessed because you begged. You're being blessed because heaven owes you for what was taken. This is divine debt repayment. Every time you cried in silence, it was counted. Every time you smiled through injustice, it was noted. And now, your rewards are chasing you. Type Amen to get blessing 414. That strange dream you had 3 nights ago was not a dream. It was a message about your timeline being returned. Those symbols, that voice, that person you didn't recognize, it was part of the spiritual process. They showed you the courtroom where your case was discussed. They showed you the false hand that tried to sign on your behalf. And now, it has all been cancelled. Every binding word, every hidden chant, every cursed agreement, they are now fire to ash. Your name glows with divine protection. You are cleared and free. Your angels are celebrating your return. Your destiny is shining brighter than before. And those who tampered with it are being spiritually silenced. Type Amen to get blessing 606. You're not imagining it, things are already moving. People are looking at you differently because your light just doubled. What they once envied in secret will now feel like thunder in their ears. There's a fear rising in the heart of those who tried to delay you. They thought they had more time. They didn't expect heaven to respond this fast. Now their false peace is disturbed. The sleep of the betrayer will be interrupted until they return what was stolen. God is not requesting any more, He's demanding it. And as the fire rises in their homes, peace is returning to yours. You will sleep better. You will dream clearer. Type Amen to get blessing 737. You are stepping into land that was once marked as off-limits. That relationship, that opportunity, that property, everything they sold in your name will now come to you directly. No more middlemen. Watch how things begin to align strangely fast. Bank messages, emails, offers, calls, they are not random. This is divine reversal made visible. Do not hesitate. When the door opens, walk through. When the paper is signed, hold the pen with faith. You have divine endorsement. Your life will soon look unrecognizable. And it should. Because what you lost wasn't just restored, it was upgraded. Type Amen to get blessing 232. They used your spiritual fingerprint to sign things meant to delay you. But heaven just reset your code. Now, they can't even find you in the realm they once tampered with. You are hidden in the light. That means no witch, no warlock, no liar can track your progress anymore. They will see blessings but won't see the source. That's your advantage now, divine invisibility. You will move without noise and still shake the earth. You will speak gently and heaven will thunder. And those who laughed at your slow path will beg for a piece of your grace. But they won't be allowed near. Type Amen to get blessing 909. Heaven has changed your access level. You've gone from delayed to divine. From attacked to appointed. From background to backbone. The person who sold your future to a stranger thought they had the final word. But they forgot about your angels. They forgot about your covenant. You are now under divine enforcement. That means every footstep is guarded. Every decision is influenced by higher power. Archangel Michael says, you will walk into a season where strangers help you for no reason. It won't be luck, it will be divine positioning. These are the benefits of spiritual retrieval. Type Amen to get blessing 515. No more shame. No more confusion. No more unexplained misfortunes. The source of your trouble has been revealed. That one conversation, that one handshake, that one whisper behind closed doors, it's all been reversed. Their plan expired today. Every delay they sowed is being burned. Every opportunity they snatched is being returned. And they won't even understand how. Heaven is working too fast for man to interfere now. You're moving in divine speed. You are now unreachable to darkness. Type Amen to get blessing 848. You are now being assigned new angels. Your team has increased. Because your blessing has grown too large to be handled by your former spiritual setup. You will feel this shift in your body. You may feel sudden urges to cry, rest, or rejoice. It's the breaking of spiritual glass ceilings. You are expanding. This expansion was scheduled years ago. But someone hijacked the timeline. They stole your moment and gave it to a stranger. But God doesn't forget. God always balances the scale. And now you are due. Type Amen to get blessing 404. You are not in recovery mode anymore. You are in delivery mode. Your name has been scheduled for divine announcement. Someone you don't know is preparing to call you. They will carry the opportunity stolen from you years ago. And this time, no one can intercept it. Expect to feel strange peace. Expect unexpected favor. Expect divine interruptions. You are no longer waiting. You are walking. And the entire atmosphere around you knows it. Type Amen to get blessing 123. Your silence was power. Your stillness was strength. And now your reward will make noise. There are faces you won't see again. Let them go. They were present in your selling but absent in your rising. You will cry, but not from pain. From the weight of restoration. From the echo of heaven saying, "It is finished." This is more than a comeback. This is a divine reintroduction. And the world isn't ready for who you've become. Type Amen to get blessing 333. The hand that once signed your destiny away is now trembling in fear. They thought they could alter heaven's decision by manipulating timing, papers, and influence. But they never had ownership of your soul, they only delayed the inevitable rise. Their whispers behind your back have turned into screams in the spirit realm. The deal they made has collapsed. You were not made to be handed off like property. The spirits they partnered with are now turning on them. Why? Because your destiny carries divine fire, and any attempt to contain it only ends in destruction. You are no longer entangled in their circle. You have risen beyond reach. And what's coming will shake even the proudest of hearts. Type Amen to get blessing 717. The money, peace, opportunities, and honor that were stolen are returning multiplied. Heaven has ordered a flood of restoration. But not only for what they took, for what you missed while they had it. There were moments, relationships, and miracles scheduled in your past that were paused. They thought time was on their side. But they did not expect God to fold time for your sake. You will begin to experience, out of nowhere, blessings. Don't panic, these are back payments. Compensation for betrayal. You are being repaid for every moment you questioned your worth. For every day you felt stuck and unworthy. The truth is, you were never broken, just blocked. Type Amen to get blessing 292. Now the block is removed. Now the floodgates are opened. Now the people who doubted you will eat their words in silence. You will meet people who recognize your glow before hearing your name. You will feel doors open before you touch the handle. That is spiritual authority in motion. The one who sold your destiny has lost all power over your outcome. What they thought they buried has become a seed. And it is blooming wildly. Your story is now being rewritten in bold strokes. Not in silence, but in thunder. You were never meant to remain hidden. Type Amen to get blessing 808. Soon you'll walk into a room and sense the shift. People will become quiet. Not from disrespect, but from reverence. Because something powerful walks with you now. The same voice they silenced is now being broadcast in places you've never been. Heaven is using your name as a key. A code. A sound. Even animals will begin to react to your energy. Nature knows who you are. The divine glow upon you is visible in both the physical and spiritual realms. Archangel Michael says, "The stranger who was handed your future has dropped it. The angels have picked it up and placed it back in your hands. It's time to live again." Type Amen to get blessing 616. There is someone connected to the one who sold you out who will soon confess. They can't carry the weight of what they know anymore. Their soul is uneasy. This confession will shake you, but it will also free you. Expect it soon. By word, message, or accident. Truth has a way of showing up at your doorstep uninvited. But that truth will break a final chain. That confession will release your name from spiritual bondage. You will feel the shift even before it arrives. There will be a peace you've never felt. A silence full of glory. You are finally stepping into divine stillness. Type Amen to get blessing 525. Let the past burn now. Do not return to pick through the ashes. There's nothing left for you there but the smell of betrayal. Instead, lift your eyes. There's something coming into your life that has been guarded by angels for a long time. A sealed blessing. This blessing was preserved while your destiny was being tampered with. It's never been touched, tampered, or delayed. It's pure. It's yours. You'll know it by how familiar it feels, even though it's brand new. Because your soul already agreed to it long before the world tried to rewrite your life. Type Amen to get blessing 343. Your health is about to align with your destiny. Because sickness tried to enter when your name was sold. But now healing is rushing into your bones. You will notice headaches fading, pains leaving, clarity returning. This is physical proof of a spiritual victory. Heaven does not just restore, it revives. Your heartbeat will sync with divine rhythm. Your thoughts will clear. And your mind will be filled with new ideas, all from heaven. Watch how your body begins to feel younger. Your posture stronger. Your voice louder. That's what happens when stolen futures are returned. Type Amen to get blessing 121. This message is not coincidence. You were guided to it because heaven wanted you to know. The war is over. Your name is safe again. You will see sudden changes in finances, relationships, and divine favor. It is all tied to the transaction happening in the spirit. The buying back of what was stolen. The person who profited from your pain is being exposed. Heaven is not hiding your vindication. It will be seen, spoken of, and undeniable. You won't even have to defend yourself. The same mouth that sold you out will be forced to declare your victory. That's divine justice. Type Amen to get blessing 222. You are in the season of open heavens. The clouds that once followed you have dispersed. Rain is no longer judgment, it is growth. When you step into a room, light follows. Your spiritual scent is irresistible to favor. Even people who didn't like you will offer help without knowing why. You are becoming magnetic. Not to people, but to purpose. Your soul is finally seated in alignment with your calling. Walk like you are already crowned. Move like the gates are opening in your presence. Because they are. Type Amen to get blessing 989. The next 7 days will feel like a dream. Don't second guess it. The rapid blessings are real. You'll feel dizzy not from sickness, but from spiritual speed. God is accelerating everything. Because you've waited long enough. You will be remembered for what you carried, not for what you endured. The trauma tried to shape your identity, but heaven never allowed it to. Now you walk in divine image. Whole. Restored. Glorious. Type Amen to get blessing 404. They used to call you the broken one. Now they'll call you the chosen one. Your restoration is becoming a testimony. You will be asked to speak, to lead, to show others the road back from betrayal. Because you didn't just survive, you mastered the recovery. People will wonder how you got here. Don't explain. Let the glow speak. Let your new peace make noise. Let your presence quiet chaos. You are evidence of God's reversal. Type Amen to get blessing 373. No stranger owns your future anymore. No signature overrides your divine contract. The pages of your life have been rewritten. Archangel Michael says, "It is done." The war for your name is over. Now walk in your divine identity. Let them wonder how you made it. Let them whisper about your rise. But never stop walking toward what's already yours. This is your season of undeniable, unstoppable, unexplainable favor. Claim it with faith. Protect it with fire. Type Amen to get blessing 333.